on this program.
Yeah, the app is not the greatest. And there's a little delay, so I won't see it here.
But we're in 360, so they can look all around. And it says publishing still. Come on. And I think we're live. It says 22 seconds ago, but I'm not sure if that's the case. But just in case we're live. Hi, I'm David, and you're in 360 view, and that's Brenda over there if you look around on the other side. So, it's Campfire Talk here at the Bott-Lott, and we have our friends Trish and Mark, and we have some OOBies with us tonight that came in from Florida. They were actually up in Newmar territory having their coach fixed, and they know we're here at Southwoods RV Resort. Welcome to our lot. And they decided to stop and visit us. Welcome. So
I have to ask, what is our connection? Because I seem to be frozen.
Frozen? No.
Frozen in time.
We're doing the mannequin, but not on purpose.
No,
Let me see. Let me see. Don't go there. No. We got a good connection. Oh, that's a good connection.
To notice that we went live.
Let's reload the page.
Oh, look, I have a Bed Bath & Beyond coupon.
Yeah, I think we're live. So we're trying to figure out if everything's right or wrong at this time. So bear with us. Brenda says we seem to have stopped, but we're not frozen. So I think it was just Brenda. Yeah.
That's why you're the tech person.
Hey everybody, we got 38 people already joining us around our campfire at the Bott-Lott. So just a reminder, you're in 360 degree view. Move your phone around, you could go like this with it, or you can swipe. If you got a computer, drag it around. If you're watching it live on YouTube, most people tend to get these notifications on their phone, so they're probably watching it on a little screen like this. But we should be streaming live in 360. And as mentioned earlier, are you watching us, Trish?
We have Marcelo from Argentina.
Marcelo's there. Hello, Marcelo. Good to see you again. Well, actually, you see us. But, yeah,
Steve says there's a slight stutter, but I don't have that on here.
Well, we should be streaming pretty well. I'm trying to stream in high def, and it's a 360 view, so we're using lots of data. And since I put the Wi-Fi in the park, it better work.
That was the other reason why we came up here, because we heard so much great things about your Wi-Fi. So we had to come up here and check it out.
And have you used it?
Yes, we have.
And does it work?
Yes, it does.
Yay!
You're welcome.
You're welcome. I know, it's more, yay, it works.
You're welcome.
So,
Sally says, short sleeves in a fire. We're 100 degrees here.
today humidity
Well,
is
we're
pretty
in the
high.
low 80s.
We're in the low 80s
That's
today.
why I'm about 5 feet from the fire.
It is a warm fire, though.
It is. By the way, this is our fire pit is made out of granite, recycled, so we're good to the environment. This is made by a company, I forget who it is, but they're in Michigan, and it's made out of recycled granite, where they actually have a mold and they cut the pieces, and I had to assemble this by hand, piece by piece.
Well, and quite honestly, you did it like 3 times.
Yeah, well, you have to put it together, make sure you like it, then dismantle it, and then you have to glue the pieces together with high temperature silicone.
Okay.
If not, they'll slide.
And yeah, with all the different colors, we had to make sure everything worked to...
Yep, had to
we
make it work
wanted it.
right. And I did that black rim on purpose, and so, and then what I didn't do on purpose is this down here, this I don't know if you guys have it over there, but these are actually rusting. They actually have iron or something in the granite, and it's rusting.
Yeah,
Kinda weird.
Of course, it happens on the front of it.
Yeah, so just a reminder, you're in 360 view in case you're looking at us and we're round or something. It doesn't work on most televisions, actually no televisions it works on. So we're probably either a long flat thing or we're a round circle if you're trying to watch us on TV. So use your cell phone, your tablet, or your computer, and you'll see us in 360 degrees, and you can look all around and see our guests, and see Brenda, and see Trish and Mark. Yay. And if you have any questions, please feel free. Otherwise, just enjoy our campfire talk.
Jamie says, I have an Apple and can't get the 360.
Apple Safari.
But I'm on Mac.
Yes, you're on Mac, but you're probably using the Safari browser. Don't use Safari.
Oh, yeah.
You got to use Safari.
Go to Chrome.
Yeah, use Chrome. Use Chrome. And you'll be able to look around and see everybody. So you guys just started traveling. This is your
Houston,
first motor
Kansas.
coach, if I recall.
First motor.
And you bought big.
Bought big. Went for all Augusta. Bought a 43-foot, 400 horse diesel pusher. Bath and a half. Had to have. No, I'm sorry. She has a bath. I have a half.
That's perfect.
put 500 watts of solar on the roof, all electric. And went big or went home.
Yeah.
We decided to go all the way. Of course, in the state of Florida, you need no certification to drive a diesel pusher.
Isn't that scary?
So
It is.
sign the papers. Here's the keys. Do you have insurance just in case if you hit one of my coaches on the way out? You're fine. And it was, went through the shock of driving that much coach, and of course I was pulling the Jeep behind it. Got the.
It's
Air
that
Force
white
One.
knuckle.
Yeah,
At the
had that
beginning,
white
you're
knuckle
just like,
drive.
"Grrr."
Drove from southern Florida to central Florida, got on I-4, and there was an accident. The interstate was closed. Okay, and they were putting us off the interstate, and I go across the bridge, and they're 18-wheelers doing U-turns. I'm like, I can't do that. And it gotten really comfortable. Trying to stay off the interstates. Coming up this way, came through Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's a busy area.
That's a busy.
Well, first of all, drove through Atlanta.
Oh gosh, mistake.
Tell me
The
about
newbies, newbies. You learn this
We
as you
did
go.
that.
We did that
But
before.
we did that when we first got our first coach. We bought it in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And we drove it up here to Rochester, New York.
Went
and
right
we
through
went
Atlanta.
Right through Atlanta.
Oops.
Well,
Because we didn't know about go-arounds.
No. Okay. Went through. I did the go around.
Oh.
Another guy at the campsite that went straight through. Took him 3 hours. Took me 3 hours.
Ah.
Doesn't make a difference.
We love you, Atlanta.
It's Atlanta.
Not football.
But it's the same thing. The reason why we driving the coach, because leaving out of Jacksonville, you have to fly through Atlanta, and going out to the West Coast, you leave Atlanta and land in LAX. It's the same airport. One of them is just 50 years older, but it's the same madness. And we've just gotten to the point where we're just tired of flying.
Yeah.
But
And why
driving-
fly when you can see this wonderful country and meet wonderful people along the way?
These wonderful people.
Driving through Chattanooga, going through the downgrades, and I'm, because I haven't driven the mountains before, and
Engine brake.
This 18-wheeler gets right up beside me and just lays on the horn, and I'm like, hey man, this is a recreational vehicle, okay? And I understand you drive for a living, okay? I may have been straggling the line, okay, but I mean, give me a break. But
on the other hand, it's beautiful. Like I say, that window, just what you can see, and I'm on that side.
Well-
going, that's really nice down there.
Wait a minute. Well, you say what you can see. If I recall correctly, when he told me the story earlier today, when he got into that traffic, you ran back into the bedroom and hid.
You have to understand.
Come on.
The first time, okay, and you hear this, and the cars are stopping, and I can see way up there, and the cars are stopping. I went, I'm gonna go in the bedroom. you keep driving, but he did wonderful. Made it all the way back, no problems at all.
There you go.
But now I stay right up front.
There you go.
I don't read a book. I'm either giving him directions, which he doesn't listen to. I do the navigation.
He will learn, though.
You will learn that no matter what, you just listen, because that way you're not doing anything wrong.
You either like, wow, you're a great navigator, or why did you do that to me? But either way, you listen.
You win because you got one over her if she told you wrong. So always listen to the co-pilot.
Yes, dear. Let you go for a car too. When a
Yeah.
woman's driving, just let her drive.
Yeah.
Don't tell her where she needs to go or what she needs to do. And when you're driving, let her tell you where to drive. Okay? Because
Just listen.
either way, it's still good.
You're not doing anything wrong.
You
Brendan,
either like,
Brendan's going to go through the speakers.
yeah. Somebody said that it was very hard to hear, so I just wanted to see.
Well, it depends. Unfortunately, the 360 view, we don't get to use lapel mics or anything, so we have to rely on the microphones that are actually on the phone itself. So you may not be able to hear them if they don't speak up. Hint. Other than that, you could probably hear
Well,
us
that's
just
why-
fine
that's why I just did that.
we're
I
right
could
next
hear
door.
just fine.
But
Yeah.
you heard me. I was talking.
No.
You
I
heard them
them
also?
too. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
So you want me to use my outdoor voice? I can do that very well.
Oh, and to answer your question, this
When are you
is
leaving?
apple pie moonshine.
Oh, apple pie
Apple pie
moonshine.
moonshine.
Yes, Brenda made apple pie moonshine in the Instant Pot. Instapot.
Yes.
Let's just leave that alone.
Ours is sitting in the fridge.
Okay, so what what's your story with the Instapot?
Well, the Instapot, I don't want to be negative. It just boils the flavor out of everything.
Oh.
I just have to figure out how to use it. And when you decide, you say 40 feet, 42 feet, 43, 45, some things have to stay home.
Yeah.
So the Instapot got to stay home this time.
It's okay.
It's okay. You'll get there. You'll
There's-
understand.
On the Instapot, they have. Are you on Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
There's a big Facebook community for Instapot people, and
It's a
it's the Instapot Facebook
Yeah, they're
community. When I first joined,
Most of
because
them live in Colorado.
we've had ours close to 2 years now, and when I first joined, the Instapot community was like maybe 10,000 people.
Okay.
Now it's like over 1 million. And there's a lot of good information up there, but I do see where people say, it's coming out bland and
Yeah,
everything is
that's
just
it.
flavorless and stuff. So it could be the recipe, it could be, I don't know, it could be anything.
Well, like
I've
every
cooked some things where it's just bland, and I've cooked other things where it's like the
Really
spices are really infused.
well, like every recipe, it's trial and error. If this
Yeah.
didn't work for you, then maybe try something different
Yeah,
to work.
but they're also from New Orleans,
Oh yeah.
Nolans.
Everything's a little spicy and wonderful.
So that's
It's on a curve.
But it's,
Okay, if anything, you could do a really good cheesecake in it.
Yes, Brenda makes wonderful. So did Trish make wonderful
I
cheesecakes.
don't know
and I heard yogurt.
What?
Make yogurt in
I don't
it
know an
also.
Instapot. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. I was going to
gonna
say, wait
say-
a minute.
I was going to say we
She
can
was the one who
cheesecakes
got me to get the
together.
Instapot.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say Lucille Ball, that one where when it blows up, it
Yeah.
doesn't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I got one. Actually, they got one, and they came over and showed us what they were making, and then a week later, he was out and about, and he was on his way home, and he's like, "Guess what I ordered?" And I said, "It better not be an Instapot," and it was. So we did cheesecakes together.
Yeah, we have both our Instapots out on the picnic table, and we just let it cook as we're gabbing.
And we're hoping they don't blow up or get all yucky.
No.
And they ended up coming out really good.
Okay,
We
I'll
bought
give
the
it
Instapot
Brenda
before
made-
we got the coach, right? It wasn't.
at the same time.
Yeah, because we started putting together a lot of things that we knew we were going to need once the coach.
Yeah.
We actually ordered the coach. We actually ordered the coach, so we started putting together a lot of things that we were going to need for it as we put it together.
I make a really good bread pudding.
Brenda, I was just going to say, Brenda
and
makes
banana
bread
bread.
pudding
Dessert.
And banana bread.
bread. Lots of things you can make in it.
Bread pudding?
You could. The first thing we ever made in it, I made it because I didn't want to read the instructions. I made jambalaya
Okay.
rice.
Okay. So
Thank
here's
you.
the story. We get the
Jambalaya
Instapot, okay?
rice.
It worked.
I'm the one that grabs the manual and said, let's read about this thing, because
Yes.
I knew nothing about
She's afraid it's going to
pressure
explode.
cookers or anything. I didn't know anybody that had one or anything. David cleans it all up, dumps some rice in, dumps some water in, pushes
Bop,
the rice
spices.
button, pushes the rice button and says, let's see if we get rice. I'm like, but I'm only on page 2.
We ate
We're
that.
supposed to do like a water test
We ate that
first.
Cajun rice.
Jambalaya.
Cajun,
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
We ate it. You liked it.
Oh, yes. And Sally says best yogurt ever.
Yeah.
I make my
Oh,
own
she
yogurt,
makes
too.
yogurt
yogurt,
all the
make
time.
yogurt, yeah.
She just made some the other day. Yes, Sally, you're correct. Hey, just a reminder out there, everybody who's just walking in going, what the hell is going on here? I can't see you guys. You're in 360-degree view. So swipe your phone with your finger, move it around like this. If you have a tablet, use that. If you're using a Mac product, don't use Safari. Safari, for some reason, doesn't like 360 views. In fact, but I did have somebody email me recently that said it worked in their Safari, so I don't know. if
Maybe
that's-
it's a different version.
Or maybe it's an update. Yeah.
Update, yeah.
But if not, use Chrome, and then you won't be looking at us going, what's going on? But you're looking at me. Hi. Brenda's on the other side, so spin around there. We have friends from Florida who are looking to go full-time, and we have friends from right here in Byron, New York at Southwoods RV Resort tonight. And it's just campfire talk, so now you're filled in.
Oh, Corey's joining us.
Oh, Corey. Corey's
is
interesting.
He just graduated high school, but he was taking some college courses also, and has been following us for
A long time.
A long time. He's like on every chat that we do, and he wants to travel the country and be a nurse.
Yeah.
and do different
Traveling
jobs.
nurse, and just travel the
around.
country being a traveling
Yes.
nurse. We give him credit for thinking ahead, and he wants
Yeah.
to do it in an RV. So he's researching, getting ready as he's going to school because he knows the path he wants to take.
Yeah, and he just says it's working in his safari.
Okay, let's all give Corey a shout out. How about that? Hi,
Hey,
Corey.
He's gonna, Corey's young, but he's
Yeah, he just
got a good
graduated high
thought.
school. But he said, oh, they're from New Orleans. I'm originally from Chalmente.
Chalmette.
Okay. See, I'm from New York. Chalmette.
Saint Bernard Parish.
Oh, that was a dimensional portal opening, Mark?
A dimensional rift.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. A rift, not a portal, a rift.
Rift.
I'm sorry. Okay. Mark's got his
Campfire
game on his
talk.
phone. Okay,
Is that
campfire
sci-fi?
talk.
Which one?
No,
Yeah,
it's a
we
game
thought
he plays on
we
his
thought
phone.
somebody was texting him one night, and we're like, "Who's texting you?" And he's like, "No, it's just a portal rift that's opening." And
Dimensional
we're like,
rift.
"What?"
Some game.
And it's a game
It's a
that
game he plays, so he annoys
I've
us
been a
with it.
comics fan since I was a kid, and my daughter, who's 16, plays with her friends. She goes,
Oh, hi, Maddie.
and,
Hi, Maddie.
And she goes, well, they got this new Marvel game app and blah, blah, blah. So I started playing it. And so you end up
2
playing
years
with other
later,
people,
he's
whatever else.
still playing.
I'm 54 years old playing with, I don't know. I have got no clues who these people are. But, you know, but it's
So a dimensional portal.
it brings me back to my youth. Is, you know, I still got all the books when I was a kid. And our son had no interest in it, but my daughter loves them. She has to see every movie when it comes out.
Bring-
and
can you use
whatever
your
else,
phone?
so
I'm gonna
at
turn the
least it
lights up.
wasn't gone to waste as far as my interest.
Oh, I can go there with you. I'm a sci-fi Marvel person.
Ah, there you go.
There you go.
Did you see this season of Marvel's
Agents of
Agents of
Shield.
S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yes,
Did you guys watch it
I'm
yet?
a little behind.
Okay.
Not guys, guy.
I have it on DVR.
Amazon in
I
talks
have
to
it-
save Lucifer. Amazon in talks to save Lucifer.
Okay.
You know that already?
I have that.
I
have
didn't
the whole
want to
season-
get your hopes
I have the whole
up.
season
Oh.
of that on DVR.
I
too.
hope they don't cancel it.
They have half a season. That's Lucifer.
Yeah.
They're trying to give it a half a season.
Oh.
So if you like it,
We do.
You better make some phone calls.
Oh, we really like
I
Lucifer.
have both of them on DVR. I just haven't.
We like the show Lucifer. Just want to make sure we put that clear.
I had never. I hadn't watched Game of Thrones. She has always watched for years.
Okay.
And
Yeah, David and Trish were always huge Game of Thrones people,
Okay.
and Mark and I never watched it.
so
In the last 2 episodes, David and I watched it in the theater room. And we were like, no! We're not going to ruin it for you, don't worry. But we were like, no! Did not see that coming.
so over the winter, I've got 5 or 6 episodes left. So for the over the winter, it's like I went through 7.5 seasons.
Yeah, Mark and I said we're gonna watch it over the
And then
winter
it
and
comes
catch
out,
up.
Oh, we're going to go back in 2019.
And I'm like, why did you let me watch that last season? We could have stretched
She
it
held
out.
up 5 episodes.
Yeah,
The
I've
5
got the
episodes.
last. I've got the last 5 or
Oh, you haven't seen the
Just
last
so
one?
you can watch a little bit of it and get
when it starts when I know it's coming back out.
You'll be able to catch up. with
It'll
it.
be like a 5 episode refresher course. Okay, yeah, okay, they're good. They're going.
We liked the last season of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We liked it. We thought it was one of their better seasons. We did.
Then it was close.
We did. Anyways, campfire talk. So what do you got out there, Brenda? You were laughing at something earlier.
I was laughing because when we gave a shout out to Corey, Marcelo in Argentina said, "Hi, Corey."
Eddie, where else do we have people from tonight? Because usually
We
we
have
get...
Hershey Motorhome from, as she says, Chocolate Town, USA, or he, I don't know.
We get people from all over. Where's Australia tonight? Where's
They're sleeping.
In the middle
Belgium.
of
Australia.
What about the guy?
I haven't seen anybody.
Yeah, the oil rig. That was amazing.
Peter.
Peter.
Yeah.
Peter on an oil rig off the shore of Denmark was watching us in high definition as we were driving down the road. That was kind of cool.
Red Jaguar 100 is chiming in with us, and they're going to the Hershey show.
Oh.
Because Hershey Motorhome's like, are you going to the show? And they're like, yeah, we're going to the show. We were thinking of going there. We're still thinking about it.
Hey, when is it?
Possibly.
Because the camp jams.
It's after the Camp Jam.
Okay,
Remember, because we're having some OOBies come here
for the camp jam
for the
and then
Camp
going to
Jam,
that.
and then they're going to Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they booked we have a number of people that have booked to come to the Camp Jam. It was kind of cool.
Okay,
The office calls. We got another one.
Now people are chiming in. Omaha, Iowa, Annapolis, Maryland, South Florida, Brazil. We have Augusto from Brazil.
Hi, Augusto. Hi, everybody. But, you know,
Augusto.
long distance. Augusto. Sorry.
New Zealand, Chris from New Zealand.
Kind of cool. So anyways,
Yeah.
just a reminder, guys, we're in 360-degree view. So if we look like this, it's only because your phone's not working right. So you got to spin
How much
around.
moonshine have you had?
I haven't even finished my first half a glass.
Not enough.
But it is half Everclear, so.
It's a whole bottle of Everclear in there, yeah.
Yep.
You got to get that recipe.
They
Yeah,
call it
don't-
Everclear because, you know,
Don't be dumping it in the fire because it'll go whoosh.
they call it Everclear because it'll remove paint from anything.
I did. That's how we got on the Instapot thing.
And I believe her exact words to me were, I'm out walking and I don't see any flames and there was no big explosion, so I'm assuming everything's going okay.
Because you'll see me walking in the mornings. I go walking around the campground, and so I was making moonshine in the Instapot as I was walking.
She left David.
Yeah, that's my wife.
Well, because David was out. No, David was out doing Wi-Fi antennas.
Oh, yes.
So nobody was in the coaches. So I said, well, nothing's blown up yet, and I don't hear sirens, so I guess I'm good.
I got all the Wi-Fi antennas done
Yeah,
but
covered.
one.
Huh?
BK got it covered.
Yeah,
Yeah,
DK
they're-
and Whisper. They were supervising. We have
So
we
welcome
have
to the
Canada.
Bott-Lott for those who are watching.
Rick from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada.
Hot fire.
I think so.
Eh?
Yeah, Corey
Hey.
says never dump that in the fire.
Yeah, Corey, you shouldn't be talking about that, Mr. High School graduate.
Yeah, he's in Alabama, right? Alabama or Mississippi, somewhere.
He's in multi certifications. But it's great.
That'll be awesome when he
Do
does
it.
that. I mean, it's a smart plan, don't you think? He wants to see the country, so he decided to see the country, he'd become a traveling nurse, which is perfect.
Oh, Red Jaguar 100. Are you the one that's coming here before the Hershey Show? Because they said I'm hosting YouTube bloggers for the Hershey Show after the Camp Jam. So Red Jaguar 100 must be the one coming here.
And why aren't you hosting us? What's wrong with us? I don't get this. What the hell? I mean, it's okay. It's fine. We're not going to go anyways because of that. I mean, if we were invited, maybe we'd go. But now, jeez. It's okay. You're coming here, I think, so that's all good then. You can see us then.
I just realized we're both wearing our American flag shirts.
Well, we're very patriotic, I guess.
No, we do that a lot.
We do.
We got the same color pants.
We have a running joke with our kids because we used to dress them alike, and as they got older, our kids are in their 30s now, and we were going on a family trip, and we bought all these T-shirts, and my son and daughter went, "No, we are not wearing those shirts." "Oh yes, you." "Oh no, we're not." I said, "No problem." Every day for 7 days, we had matching shirts on. They would die. So now we're normally in matching shirts. We traveled one time and we weren't in matching shirts. I came out the rest stop. He came out the bathroom at the rest stop. I'm on this side of the map. He's on this side, and we're looking for each other.
You could have your shirts on.
What are you wearing? So normally we are dressed alike.
You have to tell the story of the family cruise with the shirts.
Oh, so we did this whole family.
You'd appreciate this.
We did this whole family cruise thing. We have a very large family.
He
there
has 3 sisters. They're all married. They all have kids.
There was like 24 whatever people in the group, whatever. In any case, so Brett and I got the bright idea, us being us, decided to buy these loudest, most god-awful, bright yellow shirts
these
with floral
Hawaiian
patterns
shirts,
and
you know.
Hawaiian, bright, ugliest things ever.
We specifically looked for the
Ugliest shirts. And so we got one for everybody in the group. And said, guys, when we board the ship, we got to wear these, so we can find each other and everything. Yeah, makes sense, right? Well, my nephew, no way is he going
he
to wear
must
that
have been
shirt.
like 12 years old at the time or something, where they're like, no, I'm not wearing that.
No way was he going to wear that shirt. So I was up ahead, and I get to the guy who checks you in, ding, ding, ding. And I said, hey, listen, the kid right there doesn't have his shirt on like this. Just tell him he can't come aboard unless he wears it. so
And his parents were in on it too.
So
his parents go through.
everybody goes through, his parents go through, and all of a sudden he goes, I'm sorry, where's your shirt? And he goes, what?
So his parents are on the other
And
side.
they're
and
walking,
they just
and they're
keep
walking.
And he's like, Mom, Dad.
You gonna put your shirt on? Yeah.
Of course, they had it in their bag, you know.
Sorry, Brian, had to tell that story. But he's not watching anyways.
It'll get back to him.
Yeah, well.
Yes.
Wear the shirt next time.
Wear the shirt.
See?
Was it
Oh,
so
and
hard?
he wore the
I
shirt.
know.
We've got the photo to prove it.
Yes. Anyways, any questions out there? No? Good. Yay. Okay.
Well,
so-
Adam wants to know how your dad's doing.
oh,
We get that a lot.
we do
'cause
get that a
was-
lot, and that's good, I guess.
That was all
That's-
winter. That you.
I mean,
know
you
about
even
this.
asked about
Yeah.
my parents. My dad's back at home. He's doing much better.
Yeah.
He's doing well. He's walking again now and everything, which is good. Well, with a walker, as much as he can, which is good. And my mom's doing well now. For those of you who don't know, we had a hard winter this year with my father, who was 86 at the time. And is still 87 now. So not that he's gone anywhere. At the time,
Basically, he went in the hospital
Thanksgiving Day and didn't get out until
didn't get home until March.
Yeah. So, anyways, it was a long trip,
a long
winter for us, trying to figure out do we have to go home or not. Which is kind of
Thankfully-
hard to be in upstate New York and being in a motor coach in the wintertime. It's
Everything's closed. Yeah. I mean, we couldn't even get in here.
Right.
So, thankfully, he's got 3 sisters, and they were awesome in dealing with everything and let us know, you know.
What was going?
And we basically have this giant group text all the way back from Thanksgiving Day, you know, with everything, all the questions and everything. So we all were like in this big group text talking. So, anyways. Oh, Red Jaguar 100 says, I didn't think you guys would want to come because of your dad, because they thought that we'd want to stay close.
Well, thank you for thinking of us that way. I'll give you credit for that. You probably just made it up because you heard us talking about our dad.
Oh,
Good save.
they said, and then the next sentence, I would be honored to host you, provided I have fun at the Camp Jam.
Well, if it's the jam, is this next week's Camp Jam?
No,
that he's
this is
referring?
September.
Oh, you'll have a blast in September. Trust me. Lake Effect, who I'm playing with this Friday night, if anybody's in town. Well, you're in town.
Yes.
Any case, Lake Effect is the band that we had last season at the end of the year last fall, and it was a phenomenal party. It's a high energy jam on that one. The one that's coming up next week is still, it's going to be good, but it's probably not. It's going to be as high octane as Lake Effect is.
Yeah, next week's Camp Jam is a new band for us.
Yeah, I never played with them before. They're the Boys of Summer. We got 3 of the 5 people in the band that are coming.
Well, you played with them that one time.
Well, yeah.
The whole band.
Yeah, I played with Gary and Steve at the end of one of our camp jams. They walked up and came up and played with us.
You got a mosquito buzzing around your neck.
So Gary and Steve came up and played with us at the end of one of our camp jams, and that's how we met them. And then I was invited out to one of their gigs at a drive-in theater, and sat in with a couple songs on that. And now they were scheduled to be here last year, but Steve ended up having a heart attack 2 weeks before. And so that's how we met Lake Effect, and we hired Lake Effect in 2 weeks.
Find a band, that was free in 2 weeks.
And it was great to find Lake Effect because now they want me to play with them, which is great because I've been having such a great time with them. It's just they do it for beer money. They don't do it for a living. They do it for
have
fun. And so I have a blast with them.
You've probably seen all the videos that David posts with them. They're just a fun bunch of
How
guys.
many bands have locomotive breath on their playlist?
Exactly. Exactly. That's right.
Jeremy Balls is saying hello from Buffalo.
David and the band play it.
Are you going to go?
I'm going to talk to Mark about it. He probably won't go, but I might.
Oh, Mark, it's a bar. Come on, Sly Fox. They got a whole menu and everything.
It's down in Irondequoit.
I know.
Somerville, which
My old roommate
Plays there all the time.
does open mics and runs open mics,
oh yeah,
and he's
and they've got one there.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're more than welcome to come. It's
fine.
easier to find you in the audience.
We have a 16-year-old
He's
with
really tall.
a very large itinerary right now.
Oh,
Yeah, those.
You know what I just realized?
nope.
We put those new spotlights on the wolves, and we never went out at nighttime to angle
Align them.
Saturday
Okay.
in the morning,
Okay.
and then there's graduation
It just
parties.
it just came on, you know, the solar light.
So David, who was the band that you played with that did the version of Purple Rain?
That would be Notes from Neptune.
They're out of Phoenix.
And I play with them when we go to Phoenix, when we go to Arizona in the summertime. Or excuse me, not in the summertime. No, in the wintertime when we go to Arizona, I get the pleasure and the honor, I should say, of playing with them. Two guys, they're called Notes from Neptune. Thomas Love is the saxophone player. Literally, his name is Thomas Love. It can't get any better than that.
Yeah.
And then Scott, and Scott is the guitarist, and just phenomenal musicians. And it's an honor to play with. I got to play with them on New Year's Eve too at a casino. I played with them the whole set, which was just fun. And
They did an amazing version.
oh, Purple Rain.
I'm a big Prince fan, so
Okay.
it's an amazing version.
With my wife.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one you had seen. Probably all of them, but there was one that I did a video of us playing inside of a wine bar.
Yes.
And also at Uberfest when we did Purple Rain at Uberfest, both of them. The first time I blew them away because I gave everybody purple glow sticks in the audience, and the band didn't know that. And so I told him I want them to play Purple Rain within the first set, and he's like, "Oh, Dave, I don't know if I can do that, man. It's a lot of vocal. I mean, the vocal stress is very hard on me. I got to warm up." And I said, "Yeah, can you do it within?" He goes, "Okay, I'll try to fit it in. I'll get it." So I got him to do it within the first six songs, the sixth song I think it was, and once they started, and I told everybody in the audience, I said, "Don't break the glow sticks until the coach goes purple, and then break the glow sticks." Well, right, of course, the song starts, and what does somebody do? They break a glow stick. You could hear me on the video going, "No, no, 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 no."
There's always somebody. You know who you are.
Yeah. But then they hid the glow stick right away, and you can see on the video Thomas is looking around like, "What's going on?" And then all of a sudden he goes, the first Purple Rain verse, and all the lights go purple on the motor coach, and everybody breaks the glow stick, and the band their smiles, they just lit up.
Oh, and then Thomas whips out his phone and starts recording us.
Oh, they are just phenomenal
We're in the Black
musicians.
Superfest on our schedule for 2019. We will be there.
Okay,
That's awesome.
Little different plan this year. We are not going to be parking anybody at Uberfest this year. You're going to come as you are, come wherever you care to park. If you want to park near us, feel free.
We'll make a little courtyard.
We'll make a little courtyard for our
stuff.
events, but we are not going to go through the hassle of trying to park everybody. That was a nightmare.
That was the biggest stressor.
That was because saving space in the desert is a hard thing because it's public land.
Desert.
Well, it's public
That's what I'm
land.
saying. It's,
Yeah, and it's all first come, first served. So you get somebody who's like, "I don't care, I'm going to park here."
Yeah.
We
We
did
can't
have
do
a
it.
couple people like that,
And we can't do anything about it.
and we can't do anything about it. We're like,
Okay.
all right, but you're going to be surrounded by 100 other people.
may not.
And then they decided to move.
But we will not be doing that again.
Yeah.
We'll do Uberfest. We'll have a good time. We'll do little seminars and stuff.
Where it is,
But we'll not be parking people this time.
Yep. Okay, so a couple questions.
Okay.
Marcelo from
Argentina?
Argentina. He's like, I know it's a controversial issue, but what about guns and RVs? I love target shooting and hunting.
Well, you're right. It's a concept. There's 3 rules of thumb when it comes to RVing. First off, and this is just in general for the most part, and I think you'll all agree with me. There's 3 things you don't talk about. This is not one of them, but it could be. Politics, race, and religion, or sex and religion. Those are the 3 things you don't talk about because you don't know where people lie on these things, and it can take a perfectly lovely evening like this and totally trash it if you get on the wrong subject. So those are just things to think about. In regards to guns and RVs, it's actually a really good question because, for example, we're in New York State. If we have carry permits, which we do, and we leave New York State, they don't reciprocate that carry permit anywhere else. So, and same goes for the other states. If you have a carry permit from Arizona, which is reciprocal in other states, as soon as you enter New York, guess what? You're illegal carrying that firearm.
Yeah, every state has their own rules
so
and regulations.
it's really, and when you cross, you're thinking the United States is United States. Nuh-uh. It's the states that make their own rules and regulations, and that's what makes this nation of ours so great.
Well,
to a point.
And in Marcelo's case, I'm
Yeah.
assuming that you're not a U.S. citizen living in Argentina.
Yeah, which would
so
be
that would
more
be even
difficult
more
for you
difficult.
if you were traveling with a firearm. Target shooting, that's a different subject. You might get away with a long arm or something like that in regards to target shooting. But as far as, I'm not a gun expert, don't get me wrong on any of this, but again, the whole point of bringing it up is you can't carry a concealed weapon in most states. I mean, depending on where you have your carry permit. Yeah.
Research.
Yeah, I would say Google that, and there's some books out
Yes,
there and different
we went
resources.
through class, and it's because we knew we were going to be traveling, and we postponed even thinking about purchasing it because we were coming to New York.
Oh, gosh,
which
yes.
has some strange
Very much.
laws. California
California
has some
has-
strange ones that
California
has to do with the size of the magazine, which you don't think about, and research. Make
Yeah.
sure
Yeah.
you know what you're doing, because it could ruin your whole lifestyle.
Yes, it can. The
Excuse me now. Can you say New York again?
New York?
in New York,
Hey!
We have not lost our New Orleans accent.
Well, it's
They're from
us
New
trying
Orleans.
To say, we say New Orleans, and
Yeah.
they're like, Nolans.
Nolans.
Everybody in my house sounds just like me.
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. I thought it when she said she's like, yuck. I was like,
Well, here's a good question.
So, anyways, that's a little bit on guns, traveling with
Baseball
firearms.
bat works just as well.
Actually,
Yeah.
mace, yeah, it does. Mace
yeah.
is another thing you can't carry
Yeah, you
across
have to
state
be-
to state.
yes.
So, what
You know what
use?
you do?
Wasp spray.
Wasp spray.
You can carry. You can
30-foot
do.
wasp spray.
Yeah, wasp spray is more or less a mace, if you will, and it will not blind you or anything, but it sure to hell will sting the hell
I
out of
still
you.
like the baseball bat idea.
Yeah, but I can hit you from 15 feet away with wasp spray.
Yeah, I can throw a bat at you.
If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball. So I'm good to go. Throw it all you want.
Movie quote.
Movie quote.
Okay, so
See, are we not just like we are?
Just like this.
Are you kind of like seeing us in person, like it's a live show or something, right?
360.
So yeah,
live and in person.
they're in the audience tonight.
Not in a little box.
But it's no surprise. We watch the videos and we laugh and joke with you all the same way we doing right here.
Hey, the biggest compliment we get, I think I've mentioned this before, is when people walk up like yourself and meet us for the first time, and a few minutes later, maybe half hour, 15 minutes, half hour, we get the reaction. And we've had this a number of times. You're just like you are in the videos. Yeah. We're not.
You guys only knew.
Yeah.
You only knew.
Trish and Mark are our neighbors who live over there, just so you know, guys. They know it all.
They're not actors.
Yeah. We just play one on the internet.
We're not actors, we just play one on the internet. That's right. You got it,
Well,
baby.
it's funny because there are some people
That
that do this for a living, and so they're more professional in front of the camera. And
And they're different. They're totally different.
Different thing. That
Yeah, and we've had people tell us that too. That you're just like you are in the video. You're not like so and so who we met and so who we met and so. They're not the same at all. It's like, okay, I'm not trying to sell you anything either.
And I told you that when I met you.
Yes, you did.
today,
In fact, you
the-
did.
The biggest thing that I love about listening to you is you're not trying to sell me anything. You're just giving me ideas of what works for you and how it can possibly work for me.
But I bet you bought a lot of shit.
I have a bill for you when this is over, okay?
I get that a lot too. Do you know how much money you've cost me?
If I hear what David says,
you know,
David doesn't write the checks in his
Air
house.
Force One, Tire Monitor, Instapot.
Love a lot of things because
well,
Chuck,
it's
two of them.
it's funny because I
you
always
have no idea how many people Southwoods have Instapots now.
well when we end up meeting people, I inevitably apologize to them because they usually end up spending money when they meet David. So
Well,
it's
So worthwhile.
just
it
happens.
works. It's all RV related though, so it's stuff that you need that you should know. Not that you need it. That's because I have it doesn't mean you actually need it. It's just I like it, so I thought you guys might want to know about it.
Well-
in your own personal case, it applies to you.
Then so be it.
I do think the TPMS you need.
Yes,
Yes.
tire pressure monitoring systems are a must.
Yes.
does
And what
sound-
amazes me now that you know, because I have one, of course, because David told me to get one. But amazes me the number of people that don't.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's-
you know, and I'm asking, so, you know, because again, being a rookie, I attached the Jeep for the first time, and you know, the Jeep has the electronic braking system. In
Yep.
it. And I accidentally pressed the electronic brake, and again on my maiden voyage, and I look in the room.
You were dragging it? No.
I'm dragging the Jeep, and you know, if it wasn't, you know, you think about something like that happens with the tire mounting system, you're gonna at least know something's wrong back there instead of waiting for the guy to come running back on the side of you and waving his arms at you.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot too.
Yeah.
We've seen people dragging their vehicles, literally dragging their vehicles.
With
And
sparks coming on.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
they not realize?
but we didn't see the sparks, but we saw them dragging, leaving these nice long black marks on the
It's
road.
scary.
And it's like, wow, you know, and you don't know it. There's so
can't
much
feel- you
power.
can't- yeah, you
There's
can't
so
feel
much torque in those things, you'll never even feel it.
Yeah, because my gas mileage is the same whether I'm pulling the Jeep or not.
I had a truck driver. I talked about TPMS system and that, you know, if you have a blowout or something on one of your tags, like your inside tag, or your inside dually, for example, you might not ever know it because the other tires are going to hold you up. And you might not ever know it. Well, I got a truck driver who wrote me, if you had a blowout, you'll know it. You will know it. There's no describing it. You'll know it. And I don't doubt that it's a very explosive experience. Don't get me wrong. However, I have met people who have had blowouts and did not know it in their backs. So I actually got an
They
email
thought
recently.
it was just a rough road or
Yeah.
something.
And
There's plenty of those.
Yes. And I recently got an email on that, and I'm saying, you know, that's exactly what I was talking about. They blew their tire, literally blew the tire. It blew out, and they didn't even know it until somebody flagged them down. But I don't discount that it's an explosive experience. Not at all.
Which I don't wish on anyone.
No.
No. Except Mark. Oh, I mean, no. He's just sitting there not doing
We
anything.
don't travel
Not
with
doing anything.
Well, you're here. Okay, you're listening.
He's supervising.
Okay.
No,
keep on the plane.
I'm not.
He's
Well, Mark is keeper of the
flame.
flame when we do our Bott-Lott parties.
Okay, so
Well, as
if
a pyromaniac,
What do you got
I
there?
guess.
Adam wants to know, after all the driving we did the last few months, any other problems other than our fuel gauge?
Nope.
Our fuel gauge, I don't know if I told you guys, our fuel gauge was going a little wonky. And it
A little?
was just, well, it wasn't like drastically going from E to full and thing. It would take time, but it would slowly go down and then it would go back up, and it was like over half an hour or
I
so.
remember you stopped at a service station overnight. So.
Yeah, it was really weird, and we knew how much fuel we had.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, we weren't panicking, but we said this is.
And
this
that's
is
where the
really
scan
odd.
gauge comes in that I mentioned. The scan gauge is very handy for that too, because you can keep track of your fuel. It's a computer that ties right into the engine, so I was able to keep track of all my fuel, you know, right there, not having to worry about the gauge. But no,
Well-
that was the only issue we had was the gauge, and I got the part from Tiffin, and
That float
basically
valve.
the float gauge, the float meter.
I
Pull
have
that
a
sucker.
picture of David inside the wheel well, taking out the old float thing and putting the new one in.
Yeah, so, but just case in point, before somebody says, no, that's dangerous, yes, it is. I was underneath on the jacks, the hydraulics was holding it up, and I was under there fixing it, and yes, that is dangerous. Do not try this at home. So I'm going to say that before somebody writes me.
Yeah.
So there. I did not have jack pads or whatever, jack hoists, whatever, so I know I was doing a bad thing.
So how much maintenance do you do on your boat yourself?
On myself, none. I bring it to, in our case, when we go down toward Tiffin area, we go to Bay Diesel, which is a very well-known place for Tiffin owners.
They're right in Red Bay, Alabama.
They're right in
where
Red Bay.
Tiffin is.
So we usually go to Red Bay Diesel, and if we're not going to be down there, I'll go to another reputable place, like a Cummings place or somewhere, where I can actually also watch what they're doing.
Yeah,
but
David watches.
I'm not dealing
everything.
with 36 quarts of oil. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've met a guy who he changes his own oil. Okay, so what do you do with it once you get it out of there? You
Yeah,
know?
I know you can bring it to service stations and stuff, but I'm not going to deal with 36 quarts of oil. So,
Yeah.
and then then you got your fuel filter system, which and then which I can do. They're all easily accessible. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't.
You got better things to do.
I would
with.
rather not want to deal with it and just let somebody else do it, and it's
Well,
fine.
and the
I've
nice-
changed my air filter. That's a little different
The
story.
nice thing about Bay Diesel is, which is why we go there, is they check everything, and they'll find like this little hairline crack or whatever, or
But they don't upsell you either.
No, I was going to say
They're
they're
just
also
like
very
just like Freightliner
honest.
and Gaffney
And Gaffney.
They won't upsell you something you don't need.
Because we did ask about something like we asked about changing our transmission fluid or
Yes.
something, and they looked at it and they're like, no,
Nope, you're
there's
not
no
due.
need.
You're not due.
So
They could have easily said, "Oh yeah," but
Yeah.
nope. They said, "No, it's not due." So we'll always go back there. You know, it was Freightliner and Gaffney, which is great. Say hello to Pat
yeah, that's where we would always go when we had
when
our
we had
tour
our
master.
yeah. And now we'll go to Bay Diesel in Red Bay when we can.
Corey wants to know before he goes off to college in August, where's a good place for a vacation in the U.S.? Corey, that is
Corey,
a very
that is a
open-ended
loaded question. That's a totally loaded question.
He's not 21 yet.
No.
I mean, we don't even know what you like, Corey. Do you like off-roading? Do you like, there's a whole different thing. Like, if you want to go off-roading, you go to Moab, Utah. I mean, that's the #1 off-roading capital of the
Yeah.
world. And you rent machines when you're there and have a blast. But it's a very loaded question. We
How about
actually...
Mardi Gras, New Orleans.
Mardi Gras.
Yeah, but he's not 21.
Not that
Yeah.
We're not telling
we
you.
we had started leaving New Orleans for Mardi Gras. It's
It got so crazy.
the locals. I mean, you do it so many times, and then you stay for that weekend before, but actually for the Mardi Gras day itself, the locals normally get out of town. It's nuts.
I can see that.
Yeah.
We went to New Orleans once. It wasn't for Mardi Gras, but we went there once just to check it out. And I mean, it was nice, but it was just, it wasn't we're not big city people, and everything is just on top of each other, and you stand in line for an hour for beignets or whatever they're called. And it's like, okay, these are good, but I don't want to stand in a line for an hour for these things.
No, the line just go. Well, you don't.
It's
Yeah.
a unique city. It's not.
It is.
It
It
is.
That's
is.
the one, you would
It
love
is.
the music part of
Yes.
Yeah.
it.
It's
Enjoy the
Jazz
city,
Central.
Jazz Festival, French Quarter Festival.
French Quarter Festival is the festival I tell everybody to go to.
But you have to take it in small bites.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
That's it. Yeah.
take it in small bites.
And people ask me where's the best place to eat. Look in the kitchen. If there's food on the floor, eat there. Because they're too busy. They don't have time to pick up the food off the floor.
Oh man, we got some great places to eat around here. Don't Schmegs. Oh my God. Well, I say around here. They're half hour away also.
Oh, that's fine. That's
Oh my God, Schmegs.
Joe Andy's.
Joe Andy's.
Oh, Joe Andy's.
now. We want the list. We want the addresses. We want the time that they're open. And we'll come back and let you know.
They actually did a blurb about Schmegs.
We did a blog post on Schmegs.
Yes.
Is that the Blue Pizza place?
Nope.
No. Oh,
No,
sorry.
Schmeck
Oh, it's
is
okay.
very
No, this
sensitive.
is-
They're like open 6 to 2 during the week, and then they reopen on Fridays. But I forget which days they close. Is it Sunday? Sundays
Sunday
and
and
Mondays.
Mondays.
That's a good place to
That's a
eat.
good, and that's another thing. And you find a restaurant that's closed Sunday and Monday, that's because they're tired. They need to rest.
This place is
If
amazing.
everyone goes to Schmegs, say, hi, Sean. Hi, Megan.
Well, it's Sean and Megan, so combined it's Schmeg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great place to get subs. Gallagher Fellas.
Don't forget the turkey clubs.
Turkey clubs at Schmeg's.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
They make their own bread. At,
Oh,
Schmeck.
Oh,
Grocery
everything is
shopping.
fresh.
Grocery shopping, you have to go into Brockport and go to Wegmans. You have
Oh,
to
you got to experience
Wegmans.
Wegmans.
We went to a Wegmans.
We
and-
experienced
Okay.
Wegmans and fell in love with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's a small store. The one in Brockport's one of their smaller stores.
Oh yeah, that's a small one.
We went to one right by the base in Niagara.
Yeah.
Because I could watch the air
Buffalo,
show
yeah,
from
we
the
got
parking
it.
lot.
Yep.
Probably Williams.
We got to do our spiel again so people know what they're watching. Hi, I'm David.
And I'm Brenda.
She's over there. It's a 360-degree view if you don't know this by now. If we look weird, that's because you're not watching us in 360. And if you are watching us in 360, I hope you're enjoying our little campfire talk tonight. In any case, that's why we might look weird to you if you're not used to seeing us in 360 and you don't have a 360 capable device, then we look really strange. Other than that, here we are at the Bott-Lott, and we are down to 41% power on the phone, and we can only go as long as the phone can. So we hope the stream is working well. We know it's dark out here. It's a campfire, hence the darkness. We're also testing to see. Yeah, we're also testing to see how this is going to work out if we want to do our Camp Jam in 360 this year at the Bott-Lott. If not, it'll be streamed straight normal view. If not, and if this works out well, then we're going to try to stream it in 360. So the downside is the microphones. I can't use any external mics. So you get what you get when it comes to mics. Well, the phone mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. Werewolf, sorry.
Yeah, I know.
She's a sci-fi person. It's a caveman werewolf.
See, I thought you said Groot.
Groot.
From
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
Vin Diesel's in the wood.
Vin Diesel's in the woods.
Hey.
Red Jaguar 100 says, yeah, David already made me spend money. LOL.
It's okay. Join the club.
Gordon wants to know, what do we pay for cellular data? You pay for it.
We do pay. Well, we're still
have
lucky.
A unlimited plan.
We're still lucky enough to have an original unlimited plan, which we don't abuse, so they haven't taken it away from us yet.
From Verizon.
And recently, in our last few years, we've been going back to the places that I put the Wi-Fi in. So, so I know we have good Wi-Fi when I get somewhere. There's a method to our recent travels where we go from here to Burleson, Texas. There's a reason for that. Is because I put in a very large network over there, and thus we get really good data when we're there. And same thing for here. In fact, my test today, my throughput test today, and you're going to drop over when you hear this, but we're a half mile away from where the data comes in at the park. We're actually a half mile distance away to the office. And so that's a wireless link that goes from the office out to this field, which you can't see, obviously, but there's out there's a field, and it's a half mile. I'm doing a 5 gigahertz AC wireless link. And my throughput this afternoon, and my throughput test at our motor coach was 197 megabits a second. That's pretty cool.
See, my eyes just glassed over when he...
I'm about to say, for people,
Yeah.
and for people who don't understand
Thank you.
it, it's really, 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 really good.
Yeah, for people who understand that's cool. For people who don't understand that, they're going like, what?
I only understand that that's good because I'm married to David. I am not a techie.
Come on, considering the fact that I'm doing that over Wi-Fi, come on. 197 megabits a second, that's almost half the speed of the cable modem, which is 400 megabits. And I'm getting that at our motor coach. Now, the people in the park don't get that. You guys get a maximum of 10. But still, that's better than most RV parks. You probably know that by now.
Yeah.
That's something you learn real quick.
Yeah. When they advertise Wi-Fi, it's rare that it actually works.
And that's why I did
Wi-Fi, they
videos
gotta
on
go
that.
Sit in their office 2 feet away from the antenna receiver to get it to work.
More than you know, Trish. More than you know. People do that.
Marcelo from Argentina, he and his wife are close to our age. He says his wife is 45 and he's 54. Too old to spring break, but you enjoy, because he's talking to Corey. Because he told Corey to go to spring break in Miami.
Yeah, you're right along our age group. I'm 51 right now, so you're right along our age
next week
group.
I'll be 44.
You know, when I first met them, I thought they were young, and he tells me he's old. I mean, well, not old, but you know.
62.
62. I would not have known that. In fact, what did I say when I came home to you?
I just met these people that they came here. They're very nice. They're a young couple just starting out RVing.
That's what I said.
We are.
Well, you
And they came
are.
here just for us. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll stay inside.
I want to meet Brendan. I want to know who keeps him.
I know.
As we mature. That's why I'm letting my hair go gray now.
Oh, and Scott is thanking me for sending him to Miller Insurance as they're getting ready to full-time travel.
Oh, wonderful.
So
Did you
you're
tell them we
welcome.
said hello? We get credit. We better get credit.
No.
We better have told them we sent you, and we could. we
It's
better-
nice to get credit, but there's
Nothing to
nothing
give
in
credit of.
reward that we get back. No.
That's fine. We like to let people know when, it's really good if you use a place that we reference to let them know, because it's good to let people know where they're getting, their free advertising.
But I'm glad you do that, because we're going to Colorado, and you stayed at and I'm not going to name it, I don't shame anyone, at a RV resort, and it was kind of tight, and you had paid for it ahead of time, and there was no refunds, and you would not suggest anyone with a large RV to go there.
I
think
know
you
what
guys
you're
left
talking
early.
about.
Did you guys leave early on that one?
These people know more than I know about myself.
I don't know if we left
watched your
or we
video.
we
They
might have
watched
cut out-
everything. Oh my God.
So what I did was to make sure we got reservations at any of those places.
Yeah, that was the Dakota RV resort.
Oh, you said it.
I did.
You said it.
We
did.
blogged about
okay.
it.
Oh yes, you blocked.
That's
yes, you
fine.
blocked.
We're
Oh,
allowed to-
I
Yeah.
don't shame anyone.
That's very nice of you.
But what I like is there's another. Don't you dare call their names. We'll tell you later who it is. They will advertise for a place, and they will talk about how they got free lodging. I go, I don't know if I can accept that. Unless I get free lodging too.
Yeah.
It's like it's good.
Oh,
to
so they're
be-
promoting a place in exchange for advertising.
You
Yeah.
don't know
Well,
this.
yes, you don't know this ahead of time. Yeah, that's right.
If you had told me this before, after I realized.
You can judge it.
Yeah, so it's good when you.
That's why
See, that's why we don't do this for
We
a
do.
living. We're
I
going to
learned-
tell you how it is.
I learned that early on in my electronics career as avsforum.com, a website I founded back in 1999. And one of the things I learned really early on is you don't play favorites, and you don't take money to say things about people or good things, because if you do, you're immediately tagged, because people can't trust what you're telling them. And so if you're getting paid to say something or getting free product to say something,
Yeah.
then how can you trust what is being said? It's like a magazine. You're reading an article about how great blah 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 is, whole article magazine. You turn the page and there's an ad for that product. Well, did they get paid to write that nice review or the nice article on this particular product? And I would never do that. I also, like you said, I would not put down somebody. Now, I learned that early on too, because there was a remote control manufacturer, literally a remote control, IR remote control manufacturer, that sent me a remote and said, tell us what you think, we don't care. Well, okay, I posted online on the avsforum.com what I thought about this remote.
He didn't like it.
2 weeks later, I got a call from the company saying, what did you do? I said, what do you mean? We've lost so much money in sales. And I said, sorry. You told me post what I want to post about your remote, and I did. Well, that was the last time I ever did a review from a product.
And David, as he said, he's not a yes man. He will tell you if he likes it or doesn't like it, and
Well, we
people appreciate that.
understand, Mr. RVer and Mr. and Mrs. RVer out there. We try only to post things that we like. We don't like to put things down. So if we enjoy using something, we want to let others know that, hey, we found this product. This is kind of cool.
There's been plenty of products that we bought that quite honestly sucked, and so we don't talk about it.
And I can take this couple completely through our coach and say, look, see, we still use this product. I wasn't just saying it. It's right here in my coach. And I can show them bugs and all, which is a great bug remover. I have it right in my bay.
I bought that.
See, you bought that. Isn't it good stuff, though? Was I lying? That company, oh my
That is
gosh.
funny because we went through an area with all these bugs, right?
They know the story,
I don't
obviously, but you
remember
guys
where
might
we
not.
were. And so David looked up, what can I get to remove this? So he found bugs and all on Amazon. So he bought it. He's like, oh, this stuff is great. So he blogged about it and did a little video. Well, a little while goes by, and
A week. Not long.
Did the company email
Yeah.
you or call you?
Yeah, well, they emailed me.
They emailed David and said, oh,
Thanks to
you tell
you.
the story.
Yeah, the email actually said, thanks to you, we have to put off our vacation. And I said, excuse me? And I wrote back, I'm sorry. And that's all they said. And I said, I'm sorry, I don't understand. And they wrote us back, we're the manufacturers of bugs and all. We're a mom and pop operation.
They work out of their garage.
They work out of a garage making this stuff. And they literally got flooded with orders that they had to stay back and make more product. And I said, I'm sorry that you had such an issue.
But if it works, I mean, if a product works,
Yeah.
then it's going to be out there.
Yeah.
And even if it's in supply, I may not be as successful in it. But if you keep at it, you know, it's out there. But sometimes it's
Well,
like,
if you get the recipe for this, you need to go out and keep that.
I'm gonna try
Apple
other
pie
versions.
moonshine.
Other.
That's what we're drinking, by the
Trish
way.
and I were on Pinterest today, and I'm gonna try a different kind of moonshine too, like maybe a strawberry lemonade or something.
So
that's
yes,
my other favorite place.
we actually do use the products that we talk about.
And even better that it was a small mom and pop place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
that's
less.
even
Places are
better.
a dying breed in America.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, they
of
are.
all the corporate, you know, nothing against corporate, but because of all the large corporate places, you know, these mom and pop places suffer.
Yeah.
So shop locally.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, even Simple Chuck, the water deionizer system. I still work with these guys. I mean, I say work with them because they contact me and ask me for feedback, and so I give it to them. And
Good or bad?
good or bad, I let them know what I think about their product, and I still use their product because to wash coaches like this and not use deionized water, you're whacked.
Yeah.
Trying to dry a coach without deionized water,
Hey, it
What?
works on a car too.
it works on a car
It
too.
does.
That's you're
It works on a
correct,
car
and I
too.
showed that in one of my videos. And it's not cheap to get started with it, but in the long run, gosh, it does pay off. And we haven't dried our coach since we found that Simple Chuck is made by the company called CR Spotless. They're one of the originators of doing DI water for your home or for you home users. And they came out with a new system called Simple Chuck, which are recyclable cartridges, which we really liked. The idea of recyclable cartridges.
Works on windows too.
Works out. Yes, it does. That's what we do. We actually just spray off our windows. That's all we do. Power wash them.
I have a
house-
pump.
I
I have
mean,
a pump
house-
sprayer. I fill up a pump sprayer with, and I keep the pump sprayer just to use it on the windshield.
Yeah.
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 Yep. Works great.
Scott says, we love watching the pots, and they did not pay me. Rich and Sue, the ones that did the parking.
Oh yeah, our jackets and stuff. Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
what, yeah. That they made us logo wear jackets and hats and stuff for
Yeah, for
Uberfest.
Uberfest.
Are they online?
They're online.
Hey,
He
guys.
says the Bott-Lott view is better than this camera. I'm just saying. It's because it's getting dark out.
Oh yeah,
It's dark.
they came here and saw us in person.
Yeah.
We actually had a number of people this year. Well, a lot of people last year. A number of people already this year, like yourselves, have stopped here just to say hello and stopped and see the wonderful Southwoods RV Resort. Not that you guys have seen it yet, but you just got here today. And it was funny. I'm driving down on our golf cart going to put up Wi-Fi access points, and I'm driving down, and they were parked on the street, and I stopped to see if they needed any help. And hey, you're the celebrity. We're here to meet you. Oh, great. Hi. I'm glad I stopped to say hello and to see if you needed any help.
We'll take your autograph after this. And we'll sell it later, okay?
No. We're not like that, trust me. But we do charge you $1 for a photo.
Okay.
Or something.
Oh, well, that's funny because on one of our cruises, where was it? Jamaica, I think it was. We're just going down the street, and we took a picture, and somebody had stepped in front of the camera walking as we were taking a picture of something. And then they noticed we took a picture, and they turned around and asked us for $1 because we took their picture.
Because they were in the photo.
And David said, "Give me $20. You ruined my film."
And that was in the film days when it wasn't digital.
yeah.
I said, give me $20. You just ruined my film. Got to think quick in Jamaica.
Corey wants
Yeah,
to
you
know.
got it.
Yeah. Corey wants to know, how often do you use the pressure washer that you installed in the rig?
Every time I get to use it. I mean, I whenever I wash
He
the
likes
car,
using it.
I use my pressure wash my Kranzel pressure washer very often. Very often.
Something else I mean.
No, you don't. Hey, don't get me in trouble now. That's an $800 pressure washer.
no.
Don't get me in trouble. No, I'll show it to you later though. But don't get me in trouble.
No, I'm not just saying.
Is that the same pressure washer you blasted the kids with
No,
at the water?
no. I used my phone last year. They had a Water Wars. You saw that too? I used my foam cannon. I did a play-by-play.
We watch you.
You do watch everything. Holy crap.
You can't get away with
These
anything.
are like total stalkers.
Well, you have to understand.
You're bored. I understand.
And there's nothing good on TV.
There's nothing good. We've actually heard that before. We're like, why are you guys watching us? Because there's nothing better on TV.
That was the person from Tokyo or somewhere that said that.
We'll watch, and especially when you were almost running out of gas.
Oh my God.
Tell me that wasn't like, oh, and I think I had to go to the bathroom. It's like, no, I can't leave you. I was gonna make it. So,
And then
then
the
the
internet
Wi-Fi.
goes down, and they're
We
like,
totally
"Did they
lose
make
internet."
it? I don't know.
Out of all places, at the end of this, out of all places we're going through, this town has no data. And we're coming in, and all of a sudden we go dark. And it's like, all these people are going, huh? Did they make it?
is he faking us out?
Cliffhanger.
Well, and then when we get to the Flying J,
I had
I
a-
quickly log on to the Flying J Wi-Fi.
Just to get Wi-Fi back.
just so I can go back to the chat and say, we're still here, we made it, we have no data. You know, it's like
You know, of all
crazy.
places, we're coming in, and I was joking, oh, watch us lose data. We lose data.
And we were watching it on recording, so we knew they made it. But it's like, did he?
They watch reruns. It's great.
Corey says, you watch as much as he does.
Yes, we do.
You too can get outside your bubble at outsideurbubble.com.
Yes, an awesome episode, almost out of gas.
That's a classic. That is one of our classics.
Yes, and that was one where I said, you know, the beginning of the story then, where I said, there's a Flying J right there as we're leaving the campground. Fill up. Oh no, we can make it. All right,
I had a scene.
then you're driving.
She did. She said, you're driving.
And you're driving because I am not driving and being blamed for running out of gas.
We made it.
We made it, yes.
It was interesting.
Adam wants to know what kind of coat you guys have.
We have a Newmar 4369, 43 feet long.
Vantana.
Tana.
Newmar Vantana. Yep. I saw him come in. And then she said, if you really want to have fun, watch him park. I said, no, I won't do that to him.
No, tomorrow I want you to walk over there and look at that coach, okay? The awning is
Oh,
out.
you don't want me to look at the
No,
coach.
the awning is out on one side, and there's about 4 inches between the trees, and on the other side there's about 4 inches between the trees.
He
I
did.
think I did.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's getting back.
And it's a nice corner site. You've got a nice yard there, you know,
Yeah.
with the fire pit and stuff.
And if you want everybody going by you and say hi every time. By the way, Southwoods is a very friendly park. As you have not noticed, every time that somebody goes by, they wave.
Even if twice.
Yes, exactly. Coming and going, they
We're
wave.
good. I have the princess with rock the wrist.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, one of the other amazing things that we've found out about this lifestyle since
Yep.
we've been in, it's everyone is so friendly.
Yes.
No matter what state you're in, what campground you're in, everyone is, hi, how you doing? You know, everyone talks to everyone. I mean, we've picked up probably 6 or 7 friends now that we text back and forth now. I mean, it's an amazing lifestyle. And you know, I did a lot of research before we started to do this. But even now, I'm finding more and more of the reasons why we did it is because, you know, I mean, we're from New Orleans. I mean, we can talk to anybody and get them to talk back. and I mean, it's just so amazing that the people that are out here doing this are all friendly. We all have the same things in common. And we just live in a lifestyle. And, you know, every day we talk about it. We just love it more and more. And just truly blessed to just be here.
Yeah, it's a we
Different world.
yeah we discovered the same thing when we first started traveling. Also, that our viewers are just totally different group of people.
Just, yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter what you own either.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta
Well,
dump
not
that
only
black
friendly.
tank.
You all got to dump the
Helpful.
black tank. That's right.
Not only friendly, but helpful.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
you're having a problem with something, David saw that you were having an issue. Stop, can I help you? You know, that's generally how it normally is.
Well, you know, we met a guy at Newmar in $1 million coach. He said we all have 2 things in common: brown and black.
Great, the gray tank and the black tank.
I was just thinking some water might be nice.
Well, the interesting thing is we are transmitting in high def. The But the quality, obviously, because of the lighting, is not that great. But hey, we try. We do what we can, people. This is the first time I've actually had a look at the computer video screen to see what's going on. Adam P says Dutch Star wannabe here. He wants to buy a Dutch Star. Adam P, I asked David for his opinion on the Tiffin MP floor plan. Thanks for the email. Okay, you're welcome, I guess. I gave you my feedback, I take it. Hey, it's all up to you when it comes to floor plan. I just give you my opinion on what makes a floor plan right for what we think makes it right, but it's all in opinion.
Whatever works for you.
That's correct.
Well, we met a guy, we met at the last park we was in. We met a lady and her son just bought a new fifth wheel about 3 years ago. Well, they forgot with bunk beds. Well, they forgot that the kids was right at that growth spurt.
Oh.
Okay. So now their son, who is 6 foot, doesn't fit the bunk anymore. So here it is, 2.5 years later, they're looking at replace the coach because it doesn't work for them.
We've met a lot of people, unfortunately, that go to these RV shows, the Tampa show and stuff like that, and they get
Or Hershey.
They're Hershey, and they get sucked in the ooh and the ah of it all, the glitz and the glam, and they buy on site without thinking. And we've read too many horror stories of people telling us, yeah, we ended up selling it 6 months later because it really didn't fit our lifestyle, and we bought this coach which is a better fit for us, and because they got sucked in. And that's what happens at these RV shows. Not that there's not a purpose for these RV shows. They're great because you can see so many different floor plans, so many different vendors in one place, but just don't get sucked in without really thinking it through. Floor plan is the key.
Yeah.
Floor plan, yes, definitely.
Floor plan is the first key, and then the manufacturer and how they stand behind the product is the second key.
Living space.
Yeah.
Comfort space.
It's not snowing, this is all ash. Ugh. But anyways, yeah, so we've talked about floor plans in the past on some of our videos, and how you should try to understand, if it fits your lifestyle, like stay in it for 6 hours before you buy it. Not kidding.
We did that.
We did that. And if the dealer will not let you do that, hang out for 6 hours, then you don't want to go to that dealer. Guess what? You can probably find another price somewhere else. Especially if you're having one built. Very competitive.
Yeah,
The prices are the prices, basically. There's no skin off of their nose. They didn't have to floor plan it, meaning they didn't have to put it on the lot.
Yeah.
So the pricing, you're buying it for what they're going to sell it. So you can buy it from anywhere at that point, for the most part. In our particular case, we had trade-in, and so we came down to Sherman RV and Davis RV for our Tiffin purchase, and Davis gave us more money for our trade-in. So it all came down to money, because quite literally, people buy from places like Lazy Days and things like that, and Lazy Days will push very hard to sell you on their service and their Gold Star service and stuff like that, their Crown Club, and how great it is, and you get free food and everything. We would never ever have gone back to a Lazy Days, so to us it made no difference whatsoever.
We don't get down to that area of Florida, so why would we buy from
And
there?
then the Crown Club is only good for 2 years or 3 years. I
And
think.
at that,
There's a limit on it.
and
It's
at
not for
that-
the entire lifespan of the coach.
Ah,
I don't
remember.
But they
that,
push
yeah.
hard on that.
They push
They
hard on
they
that idea.
when we looked at Lazy Days and we were there, boy, did they push hard on that. And I actually told the guy straight out. I said, "Look, we're probably never going to be back here. So give me a price. Don't try to sell me on
Yeah.
something I'm not going to use. Give me a price."
Well, and as I told you before, I'm a straight shooter. We looked at another dealer in Orlando, and we bought at the RV show, but I already had the coach picked out.
Yep.
I already had
You already
everything
went through your
designed.
list.
I had everything already
And it's
designed.
fine buying at the show,
Yeah.
but doing it your way is
Yeah.
correct.
But I told this other dealer that I'm going to the RV show, and this is the order form. I sent him a copy of the order form, and he told me go there and find my best price, and he'll beat it. I said, I didn't ask you to do that. I said, I asked you for your best price.
Yeah.
He says, no, you go there and you beat it. I said, so if I come back and you beat it by $1, then you beat it. I said, that's not what I want.
yeah.
I said, I don't do business that way. I'm not going to let somebody else do the work, and then you reap his benefits. Give me your best price, and if your best price is your best price, then it won't stand a chance to the other guy.
That's right.
He wouldn't do it. So
Yeah.
I didn't buy from
Yep.
Yeah.
him.
And quite literally, guys, buy by price. Seriously, because chances of you going back to the dealership for service I shouldn't say if you live in the area and you're going to be back there all the time, that's different. If you're full timing, guess what? You probably won't be back there
Yeah.
for the for routine service. So we usually go to Tiffin for our coach. They just came from Newmar. They were there up in Napanee, and they went and saw Matt and Maynard. We did have a sit down with them. They sat down and talked with us for a long time, trying to make a coach work for us. They were willing to change the floor plan, but there was 2 things they couldn't change. They couldn't change because the coach is designed around it: the kitchen and the bathroom, which are 2 things that we needed: a larger kitchen and a larger bathroom, and they couldn't make that change because the coaches are designed around that.
The plumbing.
The plumbing and everything. So they tried hard, though, to work with us. They were really nice. We really looked hard and long at Newmar, and they came to our second choice.
Same thing. We were.
It was Tiffin and Newmar, and in floor plan.
And a floor plan was the key.
Yeah.
Yep.
Floor plan was the key.
And along that same lines, Made to Run is asking, so what are your thoughts on the Integra anthem?
Don't go there. I
Don't go there.
I'm
we
not
didn't
gonna-
have a good experience.
we did not
with
have a good
Integra.
experience with Integra at all, and that was back when we were looking. So I'll preference that.
Yeah,
We
that
did not
was-
have a good experience with Integra,
We were,
and
we
they
were
would
looking
not.
in 2013.
And at that time, also, they would not make any changes whatsoever. Hey, my phone just beeped, by the way, telling us I'm getting low on battery power, so we're going to have to end this conversation. But I don't want to put anything down. If you like the Integra coaches, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It all comes down to floor plan and what you're comfortable with, and the company if you're comfortable with them. So my opinion does not matter when it comes to that. Buy Tiffin, buy Newmar, buy Integra, buy whoever you want as long as it fits you. So,
And Corey, yes, they still do make the diesel Jeep Grand Cherokee.
yes, they do. I love our diesel.
They
Jeep
usually
Cherokee.
don't have them on the lot. So
Nope,
you
they don't. You have to order them. But in any case, we're going to get out of here because my battery's going to die and you're going to lose us anyway. So I'm David
And I'm Brenda.
over there, and we're from OutsideOurBubble.com, and we're asking you, when's the last time you got outside your bubble?
Woo!
They just did. They did for the first time. Thank you for going live with us, guys.
Hey, what's,
And of course, you and Mark,
y'all do it all. Hey, this is.
We're the furniture.
You're the first.
We've actually been doing this a year.
Yeah.
But we haven't been doing it. We stay at Orlando, so we've been to Disney.
Ah, yeah.
And we
Thus
drove
the
back.
shirt.
Yeah. Well. Hey. Okay.
See, and we haven't been to. You went to Fort Wilderness.
Oh, yeah.
See, we haven't done that. So
And it's a different thing.
It's a campground on the very good
Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Yep.
It's a campground.
I would
on
hope
a
so.
whole nother level. Weekdays are great because the kids are there. Weekends are a little noisy.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's all concrete pads. The service is amazing. It's Disney. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
The mouse knows how to do things like that. We go down there. The other thing is we have part of the we're part of their timeshare.
Ah.
So we were already going down there using the timeshare because that's another reason why we made this decision. We were part of Disney timeshare, so we got used to looking for standards in hotels that we could not find anywhere else.
And the cost we wanted to pay.
And the cost
Yeah.
we wanted to
Yeah.
pay.
Now you get to stay in your own place all the time.
all the
It
time.
is. It's your place. It's your
Yep.
bed. It's
Yep,
your shower.
sheets. Yep.
Your sheets. Exactly. So in any case, we're going to end it there. I'm David.
I'm sorry.
Bye.
It's okay. It's fine. You're good. We just got to talk. It happens a lot, doesn't it? We just don't shut up. But the phone's going to make us shut up at some point. So we're going to get out of here, guys. Take care. Keep safe. I'm David.
Bye. I'm Brenda.
And this is all of our friends. Yeah. And you were live with us at 360 or on our Campfire. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Take care. Keep safe. See you on the flip side.
Bye.
Bye. I'm trying to stop it. I really am.